Alrighty, it is currently 10:53. Moments later, the entity is stalking right where the Ontario International Airport is stalking as well, over 325 West State Street. And the demons, who are the people of the state, are pacing. All right, this is, again, Tracy Banks is going to federal prison. This is the entity that's gang stalking, who she summoned on May 29th. She's been repeatedly kidnapping with the Ontario police, and they're concentrating, just like they were last night, on El Morado, concentrating, flying over my head on those streets where I never go, flying over me repeatedly. And this is the entity providing ongoing evidence of stalking, engaging in gang stalking with the people of the state who are pacing. The pacing is the context of the engineered light, where they're maintaining activity via traffic. Driving on the street never creates sunlight inside of Starbucks or inside of any venue. They're stalking with light. You're witnessing it at nightfall. And that's the Ontario police under the fake moon. This is the fake moon, where the entity's keeping the fake sun on this same block. It's not going anywhere. The fake sun here. You're recognizing the environment, and the entity's pacing back and forth, remaining ongoing helicopter activity for 30 minutes as I begin documenting it, then flying in my line of vision, doing so, going out of line of vision because I'm capturing video documentation. After I document that video, again, crossing path with helicopter activity. This is stalking. Every third party that's crossing path in a vehicle is stalking, and they're engaging in that. The entity is doing so while they're maintaining surveillance, like I'm documenting, in more than one aircraft. This is gang stalking that the entity is engaging in together, the people of the state with the state directly. All right, it is currently 10:54 p.m. This is the entity that is, Jason Isaac Fields is going to federal prison. So it's as plain as that. It is a straightforward prosecution. And this is why this is how the entity sought to steal property from me. They're clearly stalking and targeting. You're not taking any of my property, and you're going to federal prison for trying to murder and kidnap me, falsely depict my character over property that you're not even going to get. And you're still targeting with the demons of the Ontario Police Department, who continue to provide evidence against the demons inside of Starbucks that I'm documenting by name and license plate as they work at that venue. They're providing evidence against the demons that I'm documenting by name, including Tracy Banks, Eric Corey Spencer, Tommy Allen Banks, the demons that have engaged in kidnapping with the Ontario Police Department, the demons at Woodside Senior Apartments, kidnapping while they're gang stalking at that apartment complex. The entity is engaging in that pattern of conduct of providing evidence against Jason Isaac Fields, who are already on the record and engaging in criminal acts against me secretly while I'm being gang stalked the whole time. All right, gang stalking courts, gang stalking judges and attorneys. They're targeting with the Ontario police, who's providing evidence against them, because this is the motive. Gang stalking is the evidence of what is necessarily federal prison, because the entity is only gang stalking in furtherance of murder and kidnapping, and they're not even getting my property. So you're looking at the Ontario police, who has no legitimacy. You're in the specific environment. It's exposed surveillance. They're following me around all over the city on a daily basis, including under a whole fake sun. They're shown to be psychopaths, maniacal, and also obsessed with a delusion, and the delusion is gone. They're openly stalking in a manner that no police department should ever be engaging in targeting. And mentally ill psychopaths are doing so in that same specific environment, maintaining surveillance on foot, in vehicles, and where they live. That's why when I go and document them by license plate where they're living, who flies over my head? The same demons that you just saw focused on me. And their focus on me is proven through that specific environment. License 98UZ740, Tracy Banks does not have a legitimate leg to stand on. She's going to federal prison. Nathan Morgan is gang stalking, just like the Ontario Police Department are gang stalking on another night. The entity is gang stalking with B. Hook, C. Torres, and L. Martinez. The entity is engaging in this pattern of conduct while you're looking at the evidence of what is stalking with light, which again, very highly, vividly, demonstrated at Starbucks. That's just the latest of June. I have years of evidence of the people of the state, Starbucks, gang stalking. This is gang stalking that's happening outside, and the entity that's using helicopter activity to engage in it, that's the basis of disbanding those kidnappers who are gang stalking with the people of the state. And doing so in the middle of the night, engaging in violence against women while they know that this woman is documenting as well. That's relevant to mental illness. And the demons that are going to federal prison are some of the ones that I just mentioned. And it includes at the top of that list, again, Eric Corey Spencer, Tracy Banks, and Jason Isaac Fields. Those demons, they're going to prison. It is currently 10:57 p.m. and so are the kidnappers of the Ontario Police Department, repeatedly stalking by helicopter. You document it because that's how you're going to prosecute the government. This is the United States government's unintelligent system, and you are witnessing it as the P.O.C. Reveals it, and then you're looking at the demons that are bringing destruction on themselves because they're going to prison. They're getting locked up for this. It is currently, again, 10:57 p.m. Stalking, just one demon after another stalking. And they're also stalking at 325 West G Street. They're stalking at 323 West G Street. They're stalking where they remain. They live in the specific environment where the government has no warrant or probable cause to engage in criminal surveillance with the people of the state, which includes where they live. All right, this is POC. It is currently 10:58 p.m. and all the entity is doing is incriminating everyone who is being prosecuted. That's all they're doing. While they lack understanding regarding how they're going to be prosecuted under laws that exist and laws that shall come into existence to prosecute terrorism by sex offenders like this terrorist organization under the corrupt, this demon that's obsessed with my vagina, Mike Lorenz. Okay, he's losing his job. And so is Paul Leon, Michael Gherkin, Alan D. Wapner. These are demons at the heads of these corrupt departments that I'm documenting gang stalking me on a ceaseless basis in concert with the corrupt and depraved population, gang stalking a woman together. This is POC.